Hello everyone and welcome back to Indigo TV.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Indigo TV.
And as you guys know, today is Teachers' Day.
That's right, and Teachers' Day is a special day that we celebrate to honor and commemorate all the teachers in our lives. So Louis, tell me, what is your favorite memory of your teacher?
Well, I guess the favorite memory of my teacher would be my Chinese teacher.
Why so?
That's because I'm really good at Chinese. And when I scored F9 for my first paper, the teacher said that, that is the first you are the first student in the history of my secondary school that has got F9. And well, she was still very encouraging. So when I improved my grades, she said you have improved tremendously. And when I got back my results, I got an E8. It's funny. So how about yourself? What is that fond memory of the teacher that you had?
Okay, mine is also as inspirational as yours. This happened when I was in primary 1, so I was 7 years old. We were having our math test, and then our teacher graded it, and then she handed it out back to us. So when it was my turn, she handed out her paper, and then she said to me, Vani, you can do better. You got to pull up your socks. So in my head at 7 years old, I thought that she meant I had to physically pull up my sock. So I went back to my desk and I slowly pulled out my sock. But after a few years, I realized that that's not what she meant. Not the brightest, but yeah, I figured it out.
Well, enough about us. I guess now it's time to go around our center here at Balmoral Plaza to find out more about what our students think of our tutors. So the first question, who is your teacher?
Mr. Anderson and Mr. Samuel.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite characteristics about them?
I think that Mr. Anderson is very engaging, like every single lesson.
So imagine everyone here is a boss. You want to hire someone, right? What do? What is your main intention in hiring someone? You want to make money.
Mr. Lim is a very eccentric and entertaining and passionate teacher, which I feel has really boosted my learning because he's so captivating in class.
We. Where did you come from? I have no idea. I suppose I'm willing to learn. I think I'm willing to learn, especially when everyone at Indigo, they have a particular skill that we can all learn from. And in my department, people have the ability to express themselves powerfully.
As the trees of green, red roses too.
Ability to write, hardworking. All these are the traits, virtues that I look up to.
Yeah. If Mr. Anderson or Mr. Lim, or maybe together, if they were or stranded on an island, what do you think each of them would bring?
Oh, this would be a very interesting sitcom. I would pay to watch that. But well, I think Mr. Lim would probably bring something pragmatic and useful, and Mr. Anderson would bring whatever he wants.
Maybe like some magic tricks.
Yeah, some magic tricks. Yeah.
Keep Mr. Lim entertained.
Yes, very much. Yes.
What do you think is a hidden talent of Mr. Anderson?
I'm pretty sure he can do magic. Yeah, because I follow his Instagram, so yeah, I have seen that. Yeah, he can do certain magic tricks. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Whoa!
He does.
So you do magic?
Yeah, I do magic.
So you can get the students' grades to magically improve.
Yes,
Right.
and then so we can.
Do you have a simple shout-out message to Mr. Mr. Anderson, for Teachers' Day?
Yeah, happy Teachers' Day, and I really enjoy your lessons. It's entertaining and very insightful.
Thank you very much for nurturing us, and teaching us about more knowledge. And yeah, thank you very much.
Who are your teachers?
For Chem is Mr. William.
Yeah, Mr. William.
Okay, let's ask about Mr. William today. Okay, so what is one characteristics that you find about Mr. William that's interesting?
I think he's just a really passionate teacher because when I first came to his class, I wasn't very interested in chemistry. But I think his enthusiasm and the way he conducts his lesson just makes chem so interesting and makes me want to learn more.
Think of it this way. Although there are 2 electrons here, but there are also 2 moles of lead.
What is a good advice that Mr. William has given you?
I think mostly it's just to be consistent with like our efforts with respect to chemistry, because like it's a very content heavy subject, so we have to be like consistent with whatever we do.
If Mr. William was stuck on an island, deserted island, and he couldn't bring his handphone with him, what is the one item that you think he'll bring with him?
I think he'll bring his hair gel.
Okay.
I think he'll bring his tablet because his tablet got all his chemistry notes inside. Then he always brings it to lesson to teach us.
That actually makes sense.
Who's your teacher?
Mr. Yap.
Mr. Yap, Octavius Yap. What is one most interesting characteristics of Mr. Octavius that you think that you find?
He's a very funny person. He likes to make lessons more interesting. He doesn't like to scold people. He always encourages us to ask questions, and then whenever we need any help, we can go and seek help from him. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay, so you said he always encourages you guys. So what is the best advice that he has given you so far?
Mathematics is basically it's like not a practical thing that we keep doing. Instead, it's like something that we need to use our brain and then put our thinking cap into mathematics. So in the future, we can apply these techniques and concepts in our real life.
If you think Mr. Octavius was stranded in an island, what is one thing that you think he will bring with him other than his mobile phone?
His girlfriend.
He'll bring, wow.
Yeah, obviously, he needs
Is there one Teacher's Day greeting that you like to say to Mr. Octavius?
Dear Mr. Octavius, thank you for putting so much effort into helping us. I'm actually quite new to the lessons, but I find it very different from like the other tuitions I've been to, and I find it very meaningful as like you really put in a lot of effort to help us, and I really appreciate it.
What do you think is your favorite characteristic about yourself?
Oh, I think I'm a very serious person, super serious, and that's the very, very serious characteristic about me. Some consider it a flaw, I consider it an asset. No, I'm a joker. I like to think that life is about laughing and loving, and yeah, having a sense of humor is super important.
I guess for me, probably is being dramatic.
What do you think is your hidden talent?
When I was young, I could talk to birds. So apparently when I was young, I said to my mother it was going to rain. And my mother asked me, how do you know it's going to rain? And I said, the birds told me. And 10 minutes later, it rained.
I'm pretty sure as a teacher, you would have given a lot of advices to your students. But what is one thing that a student has said to you that you still remember?
Okay, one of my ex-students from Hwa Chong said to me this, which I will remember forever. And she said that, well, there is always competition everywhere, inside school, outside school. But I do not compete with others, I compete with myself. And I thought that was very inspiring of a student to say that. And I would like to advise all my students to have that similar mindset.
Okay. Some students gave me funny advice like, please grow your hair. But I think that the best advice, I think, would be some students who said, keep doing what you're doing, which is teaching, basically. Yeah.
So if you were stranded on an island and there is only one thing that you need to bring with you and it cannot be your mobile phone, so what would that be?
Chili.
Why chili?
I cannot live without chili.
1, sunblock, because your skin is very important. 2, water, because your skin is very important.
I would bring love. Love is something I think I would bring, not just to my loved ones, but to all my students that I have taught.
Today is Teacher's Day, so what would you like to tell all your fellow peers here at Indigo?
Happy Teacher's Day. Thank you for all the effort and all the love that you have shown your students. Thank you for always being your best in class. and always looking out for the students. And I couldn't have done this without you.
I think teaching is never easy. I appreciate all the teachers who are here with Indigo. And perhaps for me, I would like them to always remember that you should never stop experiencing life. From experience, you learn to grow. From growing, you learn to give. And by giving, you let others experience life.
So, what do you think is your greatest personality or your greatest characteristic?
I think I'm quite easy to work with, so I'm quite easygoing.
I am quite connected to technology, so I teach using, I don't need a board to teach, so I use an iPad.
The negative one must be because they are perpendicular lah.
What do you think is your hidden talent?
Actually, I'm pretty good at playing video games. Anyone?
So any video game in particular?
I used to play a lot of FIFA, so any guys out there, let's have a challenge, right?
Does a trained lifeguard count? I'm a trained lifeguard.
That is a talent, it counts.
Yeah, so if you need to go party and you are near the water, maybe you want to bring me along.
I'm pretty sure as a teacher, a tutor, you must have given a lot of advices to all your students. So what is one advice or something memorable that a student has said to you?
Actually, a student once told me, really, I think you need to smile a little bit more. Actually, they just don't know me in person, right? Once they know me in person, I think they'll ask me to stop talking.
Okay. I think you did take that advice seriously because we do see you smiling in a lot of your lessons.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
So if you are stranded on an island and there's only one thing that you can bring with yourself, minus your handphone, what would that be?
Definitely earplug. You know why? Because I'm a super light sleeper.
I guess I will bring my math textbook with me so that I can read on the island without distraction and figure out all the complicated stuff.
It's Teachers' Day today. What would you like to tell all your fellow peers here at Indigo?
All the teachers, thank you for all your hard work, your sacrifice, and all your givings to all the students. As teachers, I think it's our privilege to share our knowledge with our students. So do continue working for all the students and have a good day ahead.
Let's work hard together to make better results for the students so that we can bring them further.